I don't know what can Disney Star Wars do to win back their fan base. Richard, what do we think should be a good idea for them then?
Sell it.
Dang, bro. It's just no hope, no hope.
I don't know, man. Look, Star Wars is just going to be a franchise now where it's a split fan base. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, and
it's polarizing fan base.
Yeah, it really is. You know.
Yeah.
And it was already kind of like that before, you know, especially when the prequels came out,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Episodes 1 through 3, and everyone, a lot of people hated it because they thought George Lucas was not a good director at that point. He was a little too old, a little too dated. And they weren't happy with the product that they brought out, but now Disney's coming back.
They love it.
And well, no, you know, Disney's now coming back around, and I think we've discussed this before, where they're making all that stuff relevant, and not just that stuff. It's also the animated stuff with Clone Wars and whatnot. So now it's making it more relatable to what's coming out soon, like Ahsoka, right? Ahsoka is such a big character for this Clone Wars. And now look what it's done now. So
I mean, they're coming out with, you know, the Mandalorian movie with Grogu and another Ahsoka season. So I mean, they might can still pull the fans back in with some of that content, but I don't know, Mike. What do you think, bro? Is it a lost cause or what?
I don't think it's a lost cause because, I mean, out of all this, Rogue One was made not too long ago, and it's probably the best Star Wars movie ever made.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then you have something like The Mandalorian, and then Andor. I mean, you have little sprinkles of hope, and that's
you can
all
argue like some of the new stuff is like some of the top tier content that they have.
It you kind of ruined my line. I was going to say hope because that's all Rebellion needs is hope. You know, that's what they're based off of. You know, but then you just cut me off and it's gone.
My fault. Go ahead.
So it's over. And you better use this clip too. If you ruin it.
Okay, I ruined your line. My fault, bro. My fault. Rude. I was just so happy to say like some of the new stuff is just really good. But
I'm just saying my line would have been perfect.
Do you want to try it again?
Hope. Okay.
No. I like it that I got ruined because just like Star Wars is now just ruined.
Oh. But it was sprinkle of hope. Sprinkle of hope in there.
Just a little sprinkle, just that little, you know, salt.
The salt in there.
No, but like the problem too with like what's going on with Star Wars is that like for me, exactly for an example, I love the character of Boba Fett for so many years, and then they came out with the show, and I was really so excited, and they made him so awesome, and the Mandalorian and all that, and they brought him back, and they came out with the show, and it was just so not good, and it made me.
Well, I'm sorry, Richard. You know, I'm gonna ruin this just like CJ ruined it for me. He had no business having the show. He's a character that had 6 minutes of screen time in like 3 movies. He had no business getting the show.
But you know what?
No business.
But if they did it right, if they did it right, a banger. It could have been off the chain. If they did it right.
They did it right in Mandalorian. That's where he should have stayed.
Yeah. So he should have been just a side character forever.
That's right. Just like he was for the rest of his life in all the other movies. Sidekick.
Dang. Hot take.
You see what you did to me, CJ? You turned me into a bitter man.
Yeah.
You turned me into a bitter man.
Instead of having a Boba Fett, he's a Boba Fetish now.
Yeah.
You having a Boba Fett? Boba Fett, bro.
Yeah.
Boba Fett should have his own show
too, so you can show that we actually have fun doing this.
Yeah, I know, right? Mm-hmm. Dang, bro, Boba Fett shouldn't have his own show.
He should not have. No, I mean it sounded cool, but then when you actually look at it, you're like, man, that's a lot of stuff they have to shove in there for him. Because literally, like I'm saying, like he literally had 6 minutes. It is in time, like 6 minutes in 3 movies. He had no business getting the show.